I should change that. I need to change that. All right. Oh well. I'm talking a little bit muffly. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So this is a counting tool. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I didn't do that. I forgot. Hello, hello, hello. So I forgot to add my stuff. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. My name is Lynette. We are learning how to read the abacus on. We're learning how to numbers on the abacus. That's what we're doing. Visualizing your numbers on the abacus. And so for those of you that are interested, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. What we're doing is we're learning how to read the abacus. So we have our 1. This is what 1 looks like. 1 looks like that. Now you might be, oh, maybe I can't do that. Maybe I gotta do it like this. Okay. So maybe you're wondering, like, why am I in the middle? I'm in the middle. Hello, good morning. Thank you so much for liking my live. Thank you so much. So this is what 1 is. Anytime the beads are touching this horizontal bar, this is what's considered counted. Ooh, that's too bright. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to understand. Hello, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, Chloe. Good morning. Good morning, Chloe. Good morning.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Good morning, wall. Morning, ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
Good morning, Chloe. How's it going? How's it going? It's been a little bit. I'm just started actually, which is kind of interesting. I feel like it's a rough start. I was on for pretty late last night. Okay. So here we are. We're going to talk about 1. This is what 2 is. This is 2 on the abacus. 2 on the abacus means we're doing the abacus mazes, but let's do a little review. So we have 2. Anytime the beads are touching this horizontal bar, this is what's considered counted. So we have 1, 2, and then this is 3. 1, 2, 3. Each of these beads is a value of 1. 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3. There's 3, right? 3 ones together. So then we have this. You're still up. Ha ha! Votive. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Good morning, wall. Morning, ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, Votive. So we're going to be doing the second the abacus mazes, the 2-digit abacus mazes. But what we're doing right now is going to review what we're trying to do. So we're trying to understand how to read the abacus, how to read the numbers on the abacus. When we read the numbers on the abacus, we're trying to visualize our numbers. When we visualize our numbers, if you're interested, we're doing this. So this is a value of 1, and I've lost my change. I can't believe I lost my change. I don't know where my change went. So this is a value of 5. The top B will always be a value of 5. And then we have 6. 5 plus 1 is 6. We have 7. 5 plus 2 is 7. I watched you when I got off at, yeah. Yeah, it was a late night yesterday. It was a very late night. No, I went to bed for a little bit and then I woke up and I'm like, you know what? I need to get back on because I got this itch. I got this itch to keep presenting. So we have 7, 5, 6, and then there's the 7, right? 5 plus 2 is 7, and then we have 8. 5 plus 3 is 8, and then 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. There we go. Yeah. So that was pretty early. That was pretty early when you caught me. Yeah, I went on for like another long while for that. So, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining. So, this is what 9 looks like. 10 looks like that. That's what 10 looks like. We have 1 and a 0. Just like how we write. This is what 10 looks like. 1 and a 0. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go through this maze. I have to find my stuff. We're going to go through this maze, and you're going to have to let me know what this is. So, if I had, let's do this one over here. All right, let's do that one. So, let's see. Can I even see that? I can't even see that. Okay, that's too dark now. Okay. So here's my maze, right? And what we're trying to do is thank you. We're trying to figure out what this number is. So if I have this on the abacus, right? This is my 10s and this is my 1s. What number do we think this is? So we have our, I can't think right now. We have our numbers. We have our 10s and our 1s. What number do you think that is? I'm a little sad I can't find my coins. Yeah. What number do we think that is? All the bottom beat is a value of 1, right? All the bottom beat is a value of 1, and all the top beat is a value of 5. So when we're looking, thank you, votive. Yes, it is 83. So the top beat is a value of 5, the bottom beat is a value of 1. So we have 5, and then 2 is 7. Then 5, 3 is 8. So we're looking at 7, and then we look at 8. Actually, it's 8. So you got the 8, right? But this is not 3 because the top beat is a value of 5. The top beat is a value of 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. 5 plus 3 is 8. So you got the 8, but this would be 7. So this would be 87. Not bad. Not bad. We're going to keep going. So the answer is 87. And thank you everybody for joining. Thank you everybody for joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Morning wall, morning ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
So I have my tens. I'm sorry. If I have my tens and I have my ones, what number do you think that is? And that's what it would look like. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. What we're trying to do is we're trying to visualize our numbers. This abacus helps you visualize your numbers. Thank you so much for liking the live. Thank you. It is 40. 40. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 ones. 1, 1, 1, 1. So when you put it together, this is what 40 is. 40 is a 4 and a 0. So we have our place values, right? Thank you so much, Votive, for being the only one in the room. So we have 40. This is the ones, this is the tens, this is the hundreds, the thousands, and the 10,000s. So for those of you that are interested in those are just kind of looking on, that's what we're talking about. So this is 40, 4 tens. That's what this is. If I add the 5, there'd be 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. So, but we're not. We're doing 4 and no 5. Anytime the beads are not touching this, horizontal line, it is not counted. So, are all abacus in history base 10? Yes, it is. Thank you, Public Sphere. That is a very valid question. Yes, you're absolutely right. Because the abacuses are based on the decimal system. It's based on the actual number themselves. So every column is represented. Whether you have a 10-bead column or a 10-bead abacus or a 5 and 2 or 5 and 2 or 1 and 4, they're all based on the the decimal system, and the decimal system is 10. So yes, thank you. It is based 10. Thank you for that. Yes. Because I get a little bit tweaked out when people are like, that's a base 5. It's like, no, it's not. We go all the way to 9 because a base 10 talks about 9, right? There's 0, so we're going to count. This is 0, right? And I have 1, that's, second digit. This is 2, this is 3, 4, 5. The top is a value of 5. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, right? 5 plus 4 is 9, and then there's 10. 10 is a 1 and a 0. So if we look at another abacus, which is the Chinese abacus, it's the same thing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is, because there's 5 here, we're going to trade this into 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Notice there's a 10. So because I have this, I'm going to trade this in to make this a 10. And I'm going to trade this in to make this a 10. So what we're looking at, yes, all abacuses are based at a 10. There's another one where there's a 10 bead. Thank you, Ashley. I'm so happy you know how to count. I'm very happy you know how to count, but I'm hoping that you don't know only those two numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? And so when we're looking, the one that goes, that's how you count. That's exactly how you count. You count in order. So why are the 2 beads? It's just different. So it started off with 10 beads, right? So it's just like the pebbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, look, I'm counting. That's a 6 and there's a 7. Thank you guys for letting me know how to count. I'm very happy that you know how to count. After 7 is 8. After 8 is 9. No, right? And then there's after 9, there's 10. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they're all a value of 1s, right? So when we're looking, does that make sense? Oh my God. Does that make sense, Public Sphere? And so in this, I didn't know, so complicated. So why are there 2 beats? It just happens to be that way when they created it. And then the Japanese came around and then they invented, they made it more efficient. So this is the more modern one. This has been around since the 16th century. So abacus is actually not new math. It's actually quite old. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show the matrix what an abacus is. Thank you everybody for joining, and welcome everybody to the real world.
Welcome to the real world.
Yeah. So when we're looking, right? Hello, Vote. Oh, good. Thank you, Votive. You're still here. I appreciate that because there's a lot of people that always don't know how to count. They don't know how to count.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
All right. So, maybe I should just block them. Anyways, so that was a lot of spamming. Please, yeah, I got it. Okay, there goes the other troll block. Keep going. For those of you, keep going. Let's go. Let's go. Keep counting. Go ahead. I don't mind blocking people. All right. So thank you, Public Sphere. So those are the difference. And so when the Chinese came around, so do you start counting by the colors in the 10th place and the ones place? Oh, well, usually start from the ones place. But in here, because I have a indicator, can you just stop? Can you just do the abacus and stop giving trolls attention? Can you be patient so I can block the trolls? If you don't like my live, you can go ahead and leave. So, here we are. If you notice, MHHR, what we're going to do is, this is a label. This label right here tells me, hi, Ton. This label tells me this is the ones place. I don't know if you can see that. Do you see that? So because I have this right here, I can place my ones right there. Trolls like the attention. I'm helping you moonface. Well, giving me an attitude like that doesn't really help. So, I think you bear with me. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to do. There we go. So when we're looking, yeah, okay, so how do we do? Thank you, bear with me. Thank you. So I appreciate everybody's here and everybody's patience. So we have this, right? This is the ones place. Yeah, I understand. But it takes time for me to, like, gather my thoughts and block everybody. So we have our ones. We have our ones. We have our ones, our tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s. Does that make sense? HHR. And so when we're looking, right, we could do our ones. And then notice the ones happens to be in our decimal, right? We have our ones and our tenths and our hundreds. So we have our ones, and this is the decimal. So then we have, let's say, this number, right? So notice that there's two dots. There's one dot here and one dot here. Thank you for teaching. I saw your TikTok. Oh, hey, hello, Sam. Thank you. Oh, thank you, comic creator. Thank you so much. So there's two dots, right? There's two labels. That's what it is. They're labels. They're dots. They're just labels. One's for the ones label, one's for the thousands. Notice that when we're looking at the thousands, there's a comma. The comma is there just to help you to realize that there's a comma there. It's different than if we had it like this, right? It looks like it's very difficult to see, right? So that's why there's a comma. So on this abacus, we have, thank you, thank you, comic reader. Thank you so much. So we have 3,000, right? 3,456. That's what that is. So we have our thousands. The thousands has the marker. We have the 3. 1, 2, 3. We have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the 5. 5 is the top beat, and then this is the 6. 5 plus 1 is 6, and then we have our dot. Our dot, right, is our decimal. It'd be 25. Oh, I forgot the 73. So 73,000. I'm sorry, here we go. 73,456.25. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Pink, blue, pink, black beaches. You're very welcome. So I hope this makes sense. Let me know if I talk too fast. So when we're looking, thank you, pink, blue, black, beaches. So we have this number here. This number right here, right? It's still the same thing. It's still this number.
55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos, 55 pies, 55 cokes, 55 wings, 55 shakes, 55 pancakes, 55 pasta, 55 peppers, and 155 taters.
So we have 55,555.55. And then we have our next number, right? So let's say we have 8,000, right? 888. Let's do a row of eights. 88888, right? Then we have our next number. next number would be like this.
99 problems, but a ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a ain't one. Hit me.
So we have 99,999.99. Yeah, I understand the spammers are difficult. That's why, but it takes time to like filter them all out. Okay, so are you able to show the millions on this one so small? You know what? I do. I can show the millions, but you would have to modify it. So if you notice that there's an indicator here and there's an indicator here, if I wanted to modify it, you could. So what I did is I put a dot here, I put a dot here, and put a dot here. It doesn't matter which dot you use to be your ones place. So I decided to do my dot here, the one in the middle, and one over here. So I could choose this to be the ones, so then I'd have like this. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So then I have a comma here. However, I would do this one, if I choose this dot over here, like a Pokemon, right? So if I choose that dot over here.
Okay, Charizard, I choose you!
So we have our ones, our tens, our hundreds, our thousands, our 10,000s, our 100,000s, and our millions. So you could, if you wanted to, Sam, but you would have to modify it. You would have to modify this abacus.
You need modification. Modify! Modify!
Or if you really wanted to, you could get a bigger abacus because size matters. This is a 13-column abacus. This is a 7-column abacus. If you wanted more numbers, like say higher than millions, then I would use the 13-column abacus. I do use the 13-column abacus when I do division because I need the extra room. Thank you everybody so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Lynette. I've been teaching abacus for about 20 years now, and I am here to educate. I'm here to teach Abacus to the Matrix. Welcome.
Welcome to the real world.
So, see there's the dots here, and every dot is grouping, right? Every dot's the groups, right? There's the thousands, the millions, the billions, and the trillions. So we can go all the way up to trillion, right? Because size matters. Depending on how big your numbers are, depends on how big your abacus is. So you could obviously do the middle and just do the one column. You could. 1, 1, 1, 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. 5. The top is a value of 5, then there's 6, 7, 8, 9, and then there's 10, right? If I choose the one in the middle. But you could do the same thing over here. You just have all this extra room. That's all it is. Talk to me like I'm in 3rd grade. I'm trying to understand. Moonwalker. I'm not sure what that means. I don't talk to anybody like a 3rd grader. I teach all ages, and I teach my children as if they were like little adults. What I do want you to do is I want you to understand. Good morning, AI TikTok God. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Good morning, wall. Morning, ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
I am not condescending, and I don't talk to you as a 3rd grader. I talk to you as a little adult. So when we're looking, hopefully you will understand Moonwalker, I apologize. Hello, D. So we have our numbers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have the value of 1 at the bottom. Every number, yeah, it's my first time. Not a problem. I don't mind that it's your first time, but I don't want to be condescending. That's why I don't talk to you as a 3rd grader. I don't know if I like that comment. Yeah. So, I like the way, yeah. So we have, I do talk fast, so let me know if I talk too fast. Because I've been doing this for 20 years, I forget how fast I talk. So please let me know if you don't understand, but I do understand that I do talk fast. So we have 4 at the bottom, right? And then the top beat is a value of 5. The top beat is a value of 5, and we have 6. So 5 plus 1 is 6, and then 7. 5 plus 2 is 7, and then 8. 5 plus 3, right? 5 plus 3 is 8. And then we have 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. And then we have 10. 10 is 1 and a 0. You look like Doris from American Housewife. So after 10, we have 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Okay, so we're going to continue on. I have my number. That was 40. So we have this number, right? Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't need to talk to you as a 3rd grader. I just need to talk to you. You know what I mean? So I understand the comment. but I don't think we should talk like that. So I got caught off guard. Okay, so thank you, Bug. Hello, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Morning wall. Morning ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
So here's again, I don't understand. Aha, see, that's a good question. The reason why is I have this dot right here. This is my label. That label tells me is my ones place. That's why. Thank you for the comment. So we have our ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. I'm okay with any questions about Abacus. Please, let me know what questions you have about the Abacus. But if you start talking about rubbish, then it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? So here, what number do you think this is? It is not 10, I will tell you that. Why? Because this is what 10 looks like. 10 looks like a 1 and a 0. This is, thank you, Lucas, it is 55, because the top is a value of 5. So when we're looking is 5 and 5. Wait, why are the two blues down? Because this is a value of 5. This is B55. If I talked about 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, the next number after 4 is 5. This is 5. So if I have 5 in the ones column, and then I have 5 in the tens column, this would be it. So then the question, the maze, is these ones down here. That's why they're down. So then I go to my next number. That's the answer. And I go to my next number. So my next number would be this. What number would this be? What does this help in? This helps in math. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to visualize your numbers. And as you visualize your numbers, you'll be able to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. How do you use this to show the caption? You saw a simple division problem. I can show you a simple division problem, but you need to understand how to read the abacus and how to understand it, right? And then after that, there's adding and subtracting that's involved. Before we go into division, you don't just really go straight into division in kindergarten, do you? So the idea is you need to understand how to read the abacus first. Thank you, everybody. Yes, thank you, Lucas, Sam, Nikki, Kyle, and user. Thank you, user. 6794. So we have our next one, right? That's 21. So we have our next one. 74? Almost, but it's not 74. 74 is not 76. Oh, this one? I'm sorry. This is not 76. This is not 76. This is not even 74. This is not 76. I'm not sure. Yes, this is 21. Thank you, Giovanni. It is 21. It is 20. I'm sorry. Thank you, user. It is 21. Does a color represent? Oh, sorry. So we have our next number. We have this and we have that. What number do we think that is? Yes, 60. Thank you, Kyle. It is 60. It is 3. One is the top beat is a value of 5, the bottom beat is a value of 1. So together that makes 6, and then this is 3. 1, 2, 3. I never knew how to use it. First time. Yes. No, you're doing really good. Thank you. So here we go. What is this used for? This is used for math. This is a math tool. So we have our ones. I'm sorry, we have our ones, right? And then we have our tens. What number do we think? I went to sleep on late and I woke up and you're still alive. Jackie. Robert, thank you. Yes, it is 12. It is 1 and it's 2. It's a 2. So when we're looking, it's a 1 and a 2. Hello, Crystal. Thank you. Is everyone wanting to learn on a Sunday? I love it. Oh, Sam. So yes, 1 and 2. So I'm not gatekeeping the division, but I know it's a little bit more advanced learning. And so I don't want to deter anybody from learning how to use the abacus. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. So the blue, yes, exactly. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. It is. 5. This is the top beat. The top beat is all I have. No, that's okay. I understand. Okay, good. Thank you. Oh, yeah, you're right. It is 66, right? So we have 5 plus 1 is 6. 5 plus 1 is 6. Thank you, JP. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Asha. Right. Can you review the values for the new joiners? Whew. There's a lot of new joiners. Thank you so much for the review. Thank you so much for the advice. Thank you so much. So let's do it. Let's do it. We have our next number. The top beat is a value of 5, right? The bottom beat all has a value of 1. So this is 1. How many ones are there? There are 3 ones, right? I'm here to learn to help with my daughter with the homework. How old is your daughter, Jackie? So yes, it's 88. So when you're looking, this is the value of 5. These are the values of 1. So when we're looking, this is actually 3. 1, 1, 1, right? And then if I do this, this is 4. 1, 1, 1, 1. There's 4 ones. But if I do this, there's 2 ones. If I do this, this is 1, right? This is the value of, this is 2 ones. So this is 1, 1. So if I add the 5, it'll become 7. If I have this 1 and I add the 5, this will be 6. If I add nothing and I add the 5, this is 5. If I have 3, 1, 2, 3, I add the 5, this is now 8. If I have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, Shadow. Good morning, Shadow. Good morning.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Morning wall. Morning ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
So when we're looking, this is 4, and you add the 5, this is now 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. So the answer is yes. Your answer here is actually 88. So thank you everybody for joining. Thank you everybody for joining. Jackie, how old is your daughter? Hello, B. Hello, B. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Step 2, greet the day, smile, and say, Good morning, city. Good morning, city.
Yes. So looking at this, there is a indicator. There's my dot. This dot tells me this is the ones place. So if our ones, our tens, our hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s, every column is a place value. After the ones is our decimal. So we have our tenths and our hundreds. So we have our next number. We have our ones and we have our tens. What number do we think that is? Is that from the Lego movie? It is from the Lego movie. I do have a few. So anybody taking a shower, make sure you don't put soap in your eyes.
Step 4, shower. And always be sure to keep the soap out of your eye.
If the number isn't above, if the number isn't above 5, do you just move to the next column? If the number is not at 5, so if it's less than 5, you stay with the same column. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. If you need to do 14, 24, 34, 44. Right? So no B, it is 90. The top beat is a value of 5. The bottom beat's a value of 1. 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. And then this is 2. 1, 2. The top beat is not touching, so it's not counted. Goated movie, yeah. Does that make sense, Rambos? I'm not sure if I got your question correct. If you bring down the 5, that will become 7. If you do not bring down the 5, this becomes 2. Thank you. Thank you, user. Thank you, user. So it is 92. You're right. It is 90. It is 2. B, does that make sense? So we have 5, the top beat, and then 1, 1, 1, 1. Rambos, did that make sense? Thank you, Brittany. Giovanni. Oh, you're Giovanni. Oh, I see. Thank you. Yes, it is 88. Well done, Giovanni. Can I see a question that looks like? Not right now. Right now we're trying to figure out how to read the abacus. But we're going to go in a little bit. We should go in about 5 minutes. Yeah? So, good. Thank you, Shazam. So we have our next number. We have, no, that's the wrong one. We have, what? Oh, no, we did that. No. There we go. We did 92. Oh, there we go. We got it. Okay, we're done. So we have our next number. What is the answer to the universe? So if I have this number, my tens and my ones, what number do we think that is? Yeah, we're going to go into it right now. Thank you, Nikki. It is 42. So for those of you that are interested, we have our numbers. Excuse me. So we have our number 1, 1, 1, 1. Why am I saying ones? Well, what I'm trying to say is this is the value of 1. These are all the values of 1. So if you put 4 ones together, this becomes 40. If you put 2 ones together, this becomes 2. So because we have every column is a place value, we have our 4 ones in the tens column and 4 tens in the tens column and 2 ones in the ones column. This becomes 42. Thank you everybody so much. Thank you so much for liking the live. Thank you. Good morning. Okay.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Morning wall. Morning ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
For those of you that are interested, what we did is we started going through this Abacus Maze book. I've made this book, and this was thank you for the share, Moonwalker. So when we're looking, we have going through the numbers, right? We have our ones, and then I teach you how to read the abacus. This is the tens. I do a review on what the tens look like. So we're breaking up our numbers from 30 and 6. And then after that, we go into the mazes. I do give you an option for this mask maze. This mask maze, is the paper is a little thin. You can kind of see the answer. So you have the opportunity to download the mask maze on a separate number. And then what I did is I printed it on a file folder so then I don't see the answers. So the idea is that you try to find what the answer is, right? You find what this number is, and then you follow the path. That's what we were doing. And so I have the whole book, and then I have this thing called a reverse maze. A reverse maze is I give you the number, I give you the path, and the idea is that you are to color in what the maze is what the abacus is supposed to look like. So this is 36, so 30 and 6. That's what that would look like. If I would color it in, that's what it would look like. And if you're ever curious, I do have answers in the back of the book. So this book is my book. I'm an abacus teacher. I've been teaching abacus for about 20 years. I've seen it before, and in competitions, I never understood it. Well, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to let you understand what an abacus is and to show you the wonderful world of abacus.
Welcome to the real world.
So we're going to continue on and understand. What we did is we learned how to move the beads, right? No, we understand how to read the beads. That's the thing that we did. Now what we're going to do is we're going to understand how to move the beads. Thank you, Giovanni. Yes, thank you for the comment. Thank you. No, thank you for the reminder. I do appreciate that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the next book. Jackie, I'm not sure if I caught that, how old your daughter is. We were, William, we are just here at 2 a.m. We were here at 2 a.m., yes. And we took a little break, and now we're here at 8:30. Thank you, Giovanni, for sharing the live. Okay, so here it is, how to get the books. I have it in my TikTok shop. I have it down below in my TikTok shop. It depends on what you're looking for. So this one was for preschoolers. This was meant for children that are 3, 4, and 5. If you're looking for adult books, I do have an adult book. It's a little bit more quicker paced, and it's more like a summary, and it is just as good. But yeah, it all depends on who it's for. So I do have I do have different stages of books. But thank you everybody so much for the comment. So VS, I'm not sure how old you're looking for. Is it for you, or is it for your children or your students? So this is a preschool book. Thank you so much for liking the live. Oh my God, we're already at 50,000. I'm a first-time homeschooler of a first grader and second grader. They love math. Oh, that's fantastic, Megan. So this one was meant for hello, Dawn. Hello, Dawn. I too enjoy adult books. Yes, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Good morning, YK. Good morning. I finally. Oh, good. Oh, good. So this is the. Let's do a little preview of the book. We have the structure of the abacus. We have the how to read the abacus, and then we start going into understanding how to read the numbers and how it would look like on here. So for me, I see the TikTok shop. Oh, good. Oh, good. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the books and how I broke it up, because I actually have it very specific. The idea was that for your first grader, what I would do is I would first grader and your kindergartner, I would probably go through the path of, doing the plus the 5 minus the 5 plus the 10 minus the 10. The first grader would do like the maze, and the preschool or the kindergartner may, depending on if your preschool, if your kindergarten knows their numbers, then I would probably do the first the 2-digit, right? This goes all the way up to 99 is what we were just looking at. But if your kindergartner does not know any numbers at all, then you can start going into this one, which is the preschooler. And so, yeah, it's usually for toddlers, right? And so we're just going to go through the numbers, and we just go all the way up to 9. And after that, we do the pixel art. This is more activities to get them to understand how to read the abacus and how it relates to the symbols. Then we count forward, and then we start talking about the relationships of the number. We count forward, we count backward, and so forth. After that, we figure out what comes in between. And so what we're doing is we're understanding the relationship of the numbers. We have greater than, less than, and then we start going into adding and subtracting. So here we go. Is this a homeschool curriculum? Is it? I don't know. Which one would you recommend for 11? I'm sorry, hold on. For 11 and 8th grader, I would recommend the abacus for adults, because I think the 11-year-old would understand it quicker. And so what I did with the adult one is I have all of the adding and subtracting on the abacus, but they go into bigger numbers too. And so this one is super simple. I know it's super simple, 7 minus 2. But see here, what I did is I wanted to make sure that they understand how to move the beads. That's the reason why we did that. That's the reason why I did that. I'm sorry. These are my books. So I have 7, right? I have 7 on the abacus, and I want to take away 2. We know how to do that in our head, but the idea is to see the beads move. That's what I want to do. So for your 11th grader, and maybe your 8-year-old could follow along. If you need it to be slower, I do have specific specific concepts. Plus the 5, minus the 5, plus the 10, minus the 10. I did break those up. So it all depends if that's what you're looking for. Thank you, Dawn. See you later. Is it a homeschool? I don't know if it's a homeschool curriculum. I'm trying to gear it towards mainstream math. And so what we're doing, I don't know how to say that. I don't know what a homeschool curriculum is. I know what an abacus curriculum is, and what we do is we only do adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. So my next set of books would be multiplying, and also having division. This is the basic math for the basic math abacus for adults. And so I'm going to continue on with this flip through. This book is available in my TikTok shop as well. You have the option to buy it with an abacus, which is going to be the 13-column abacus or the 7-column abacus. I like the 7-column abacus because I like the colors, and I feel like it's a nice beginning. But it is up to you if you want one or the other. I do use the bigger one when we do division. To my understanding, you add, it helps understanding subject correct. Oh, thank you so much, H. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. The reason why is if you wanted to, you can kind of graduate to the 13 column. It is up to you. If you don't want to have more stuff, then I would go straight to the 13 column abacus and I would just work with it. The reason why is because in multiplication, or in division, we need to use more columns to help us figure out the multiplication. So that's the thought on that. We're going to continue on. In this book, the Introduction to Abacus for Adults, there's counting from 0 to 100. And then I explain how to do the tens place. And again, I give you the mask maze. This here is my place card holder. This place card holder is supposed to mimic what I have here. For those of you that are wondering. Just like this, my place card holder. So what happens is I'm going to line up my abacus. Notice, remember my dot right here. This dot is supposed to be my ones place. During my ones place, there we go. Because this is my ones place, I can line it up. I have my ones, my tens, my hundreds, my thousands, my 10,000s. Then if I wanted to choose this one right here, if I want to choose this one right here, I can actually move it like that. So then I have my ones, my tenths, my decimal is between my tenths and my hundreds, my ones and my tenths, my ones and my tenths, my hundreds, my thousands, my 10,000s, and my 100,000s. I want to buy this when I need this. I'm sorry, I'm going to buy this for when I need it, because I know I will need it. Okay, Dr. Dead. So that's what this is. And then the idea is you would cut it out, and then you put it on a harder piece of paper or cardstock. This one right here is the abacus maze, and this is what we were kind of doing. You find what the numbers is, and then you find the path. That's what that is. And then you try to mimic the abacus so you can make your brain remember and visualize that this is 23. So what I would do is I would see this number, and I would mimic it on the abacus. This is 20, this is 3. See how it says 2, 1, 2, and then 3. So even though you have the picture, I would still use the abacus. This is talking about the 3-digit abacus, and then we have the mask maze. I'm sorry, we have the maze, and then we have the 4 digits, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have the 4-digit maze. This is the reverse maze I was talking about. You get the number, I give you the path, and you're supposed to color it in. We talk about adding on the abacus, right? This is simple adding, and then I give you sample questions, and then we do subtraction. After subtraction, I give you sample questions, and then this is the pixel art, right? After the pixel art, we have 94. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to show, right, 9 take away 4. You can do that in your head. I know you could do it in your head, right? So we have 9 on the abacus. I want to take away 4. To take away the 4, that's all I would do is take away the 4. So my final answer is 5. So what we're doing is we're trying to understand how to move the beads. You know what I mean? So we have our pixel art here. The next steps is understanding concepts. The concept is how to add the 5, right? After you add the 5, I give you examples here. And then what are we learning here? This is what I'm doing. I'm showing you what my book is. So then we want to do is we want to minus the 5. After you minus the 5, I'll give you to the sample equations, and then I give you an activity. The activity right here is understanding how to find the numbers and work out the problems. And so then I give you a summary. For those of you that are interested, these are the summary, and then we start going to the next concept. So the next concept is how to plus a 10, and after you plus the 10, we are going to do another activity, and after the activity, we start talking about how to do multiplication. And then the multiplication on the abacus is actually really just repeated addition. So when we're looking, okay, I can't handle trolls right now, so you're blocked, and then you're blocked, and then who else wants to be blocked? All right, so we have our numbers. So the idea here is repeated addition. Repeated addition on the abacus just means that you're adding it, right? So we go 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So we're going to do the plus 10s. After plus 10s, we have the minus 10s. After the minus 10s, we figure out our color by number. After color by number, we have the summary. After the summary, I give you more activities called the word ladder. And after the word ladder, you can do the this. This is a summary of the actual word, the formulas themselves. So here we are. Okay. Go ahead. Keep going. Okay. Okay. All right. So then after that, this is a workflow. So just so you know, as you go through all of the formulas, you're going to start working through a workflow. Because you have a workflow, you're going to look at the numbers, right? And you're going to see if you have enough. If you have enough, right, you want to add the beads. If you don't, then you go down to here. This is where the plus 5 formula is. And this is it, and this is what I'm trying to show you on the different formulas. So when we're looking at the adding of the 5, right, that's what this is. You're going to start understanding. And if this is too fast, then I do have the slower versions, which means that it just means more numbers, right? More example questions. So you can do plus 5, minus 5, plus 10, minus 10. But what I'm trying to show you is the summary of the abacus, the summary of this book. So this is an abacus for adults. We have the summary. So the reason why there's a summary is to show you that there's a path. After the path, we have the plus 2. The plus 2-step equations. That means that you're actually going to take the two equations and you're going to combine them. So that's where we start going into the more intermediate. This is still beginner. If you really think about it, this is still the beginner part of the abacus, because this goes all the way to adding and subtracting, all the way to up to 20. And then after that, we go again to reviewing the multiplication. We have adding of the addition, like repeated addition, plus 10, 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. So the idea here is to understand how repeated addition looks. And then, Nick, if you're looking for algebra, I know somebody that knows algebra. Give me a DM and I can tell you who the algebra person is. So here is the maze, right? Figure this out. We have this, answer the questions, then find the answers, and then I give you the options for that. And then that's it. So then you have all the activities like color by number, hidden words, mosaic, and then more mazes. And then after that, I give you the answers in the back of the book. There we go. All right. So that is a little bit of, thank you so much for checking in. So if in case, so for the adult book, I think the 11-year-old would be fine. If it's too fast for the 8-year-old, you might want to take it a little bit slower, but it is up to you. All right. So who shall be blocked today? Hello. This is awesome. Well, thank you, Limitless. I will be able to do these in my hand after a ton of practice. Yes, you would. It is, right? It is. It is a lot about. It is a lot about practice, and if that's where your goal is, then yes. Can you do an addition problems but not multiplication? Good morning, Ash. What are the other books about? Okay, so the other books is just slower. So we were actually doing this in a little bit, right? This one is a coloring book. This one is a coloring book. Thank you, Johns. So this is a coloring book. I give you the numbers like this, and then you just color. And just a bunch of abacus. And it goes all the way to, after 23, it goes to by tens, and then after that, it goes to hundreds, 100, and that's it. There you go. There it goes to 100. All right. And then, yeah, I started like doing some coloring, and you can be and be creative with it. I was trying to figure out like other ways, and it was like kind of interesting. So these are just my own like little designs, but it's up to you. It's just going to give you a blank page with an abacus, and then the idea is just to like look at the abacus and understand what it reads. So that's what one book is. Thank you. Now you have a soundboard? Yes, I have a soundboard. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Morning wall. Morning ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
Thank you, Shazam. Thank you. You're gonna have to wait a little bit. I don't know if I have time. Oh, yay. Thank you, Ash. It was shipped out. I love the Lego movie. Yes. And so, so continuing on, this is the extra book. This extra book just means extra questions if you're looking for more practice. And it just looks like a bunch of numbers. I could show you if I had it. Where did it go? Oh boy. I've lost it. Oh, here it is. So this is an extra book. This extra book is just like a bunch of numbers, just like that. What's your soundboard do you use? What soundboard do I use? I just use the TikTok Studio one. I actually curated all my sounds. So, good morning. Yes, thank you. Welcome to everybody. Welcome.
Welcome to the real world.
Right, and so this is what I call the extras. It's just if you need extra practice. It's just a bunch of questions. I might take this and I might modify it to make it more mazes. But that's what this is. So that's what that is. And then the next ones are the 2-digit mazes. We've done that, right? That's the 2-digit maze. The 2-digit maze, the 3-digit maze. So these are just mazes. If you look, they're just mazes. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, there's a maze book. That's a 2-digit maze, a 3-digit maze, and a 4-digit maze. And then these are just kind of the beginning parts. If you want to learn how to count, but it just happens to be in Christmas form, Halloween. And then this one here is the math form. Is a dry erase board. Is a dry erase book, and that's what This is what I've been showing you. Whoa. So this is broken up into the different formulas. So we have only two formulas you need to know: how to make a 5 and how to make a 10. Those are the only two things you need to understand. And once you do that, I still give you the summary, and then we start going into how to make a 5, and then it's a dry erase, right? So your shop has it? Yes, this one. Hello, Rapwood. Oh, I'm sorry. Package. Okay, yes. I love it like a movie. 55. Yeah, I remember the 50. Yeah, you just go to. You have to download that. Hello, Shazam. What soundboard? Oh, yeah, I got it. What are there any other? No, there's no more. For adding and subtracting, there's no more other formulas. This is what it is. If you know how to use the 5 and you know how to use the 10, that's what it is. So we add, right? This is how to make a 5. And then if you want to, this is how to learn how to add the 4. And then behind it is subtracting the 4. That's how it's organized. So this is how to make a 5, and when you want to add the 3 and take away the 3, add the 2, take away the 2, and then there's making of the 10. Making of the 10 is the same concept. If you want to learn how to add the 8, Oh, I'm sorry. Add the 9, subtract the 9 is behind it. So that's how I organized it. Add the 8, subtract the 8. And then in here, I give you that framework. That framework is if you look at the number, right? If you look at the number, what can you do? Do you have enough beads to add or no, right? So this question right here is, I have 7 on the abacus, right? I have 7. I want to add 4. Do you have enough beads to add the 4? Do you have enough beads to add the 4? Yes or no? No, you don't have enough beads because there's only all the way 7, right? You don't want to do this because this would be 47. I don't want 47. I want to add 4 ones. So the 4 has to go here. Can I add the 5? That's the question. Can you add the 5? Yes or no? No. So then what do? Then you have to plus the 10 minus the 6. So you plus the 10 minus the 6. So my final answer is 11. That's how the workflow works. And it goes through each number does that. There's the subtraction workflow, and then there's the addition workflow. And that's what this book is. So this is a dry erase book, so it's up to you if you want to, but this one's available in my TikTok shop as well. It's dry erase for you to practice, and then you can always remove it. There it is. Oh, yeah, okay. So, yeah, so the sample question I have, right? The sample question I have, wait a minute, I could show you again. Oh, so I might get that too. Do I have any kids? Yes, I have students. Oh, here we go. There we go. No, I want to do this. Okay, so Shazam, the one thing is there has to be a thing. So is there a third spot? Yes, there is. This is a dot. This is the indicator. This indicator tells me this is the ones place. So when we're looking, we have our label. Our label tells me it's the ones place. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. And then I have tenths and then hundreds. Okay. Does division multiplication have any formulas? Yes. So here's the question. And this will be my last little bit because I got to go get ready for my class. So we have 7 on the abacus. I want to add the 4. The question is do you have enough to add? Yes or no? No, there's not enough beads to add the 4. So I got to go down to here. The question is, can you use the 5? Can you use the 5 bead? Yes or no? No, you cannot use the 5 bead. So what do? Then you got to go here, plus the 10. So when you add the 10, you have to plus the 10 minus the 6. Thank you, YK. Right? Plus the 10 minus the 6. So my final answer is 11. And that's it. Because that would be 11 plus, I'm sorry, 7 plus 4. So that was really quick. Thank you so much, Ash, for the rose. Thank you so much for the roses. But that's about it. I can go in deeper in my next lives, but this was just meant to be a pop-up just to see how everybody was doing and say good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Step 2, greet the day, smile, and say, Good morning, city!
Yeah, not a problem, Shazam. But yeah, if you come back to my next lives, you'll see that I go more in depth because there's an actual concept behind it, and you need to know these concepts. If you don't understand the concepts, right, then it'll be difficult to understand. It'll be difficult to do the adding and subtracting. So, thank you, Cynthia. Yeah, it will be. Thank you, Monkeys Kingdom for the share. So when we're looking, we can get more into it. But I do gotta get ready for class. I do appreciate everybody that's here. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you everybody for joining. I hope everybody has a good day. Oh yeah, there we go.
Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. In case I don't see you, thank you so much for the rose, Shazam. Thank you so much. So I do appreciate everybody's time and your patience with the crazy trolls. Thank you, Sam. But all we do is add, subtract, multiply, and divide. I'm not here to replace any other math teachers. I'm not here to replace any math teacher. I'm just here to show you what the abacus is. So I do appreciate everybody joining. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good day. Have a good morning. Have a good night, just in case I don't see you. So I will be going on live later tonight. probably, most likely. And for those of you that are interested, I thank you so much for joining. You too. Oh, thank you. You too. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.